Okay, here's another League of Legends game coming your way, this time from the top lane. And unfortunately, since I'm first pick and blind pick, I think I'm just going to go Nasus and hope for the best. I could look into Kennen, it's just we don't have a tank covered or anything. Worst come to worst, with Nasus I can go tanky, play a little defensive. I also have the option to go AP Nasus, so there's that one to fall back on. Overall, he might be a little bit better with the Banshee Veil now, since it makes him a little harder to kite, if you're doing the AP thing, that is. So the Janna actually isn't too bad because she would give me movement speed for some of the late game engages. I can potentially run to her and therefore move faster. It's just that your average AD carry is not good enough to play around a Janna. They always say Janna's weak, Janna's garbage, yada yada yada, but the thing is she gives you these spikes of power, and as long as you play around the spikes, you're pretty much guaranteed to win the lane. That's why Janna is supposed to be a very, very high tier pick for the higher tiers of the game. Like the higher ranks, that is. Basically, when she puts that shield on you, that's your go button. You can turn around the fights, you take less damage, you deal more. But like I was saying, the average player, they don't understand that. So they say, Janna's weak, Janna sucks, yada yada yada. So, good news about this is this game, I do not need MR. They have a Karma, yes, and I do have to worry about her Tether, her Fireball, her E. But unless they have like a Fiddlesticks, a Diana, and a Elise, I can just go heavy on the armor department and be fine. Renekton jungle? I guess. Maybe I'm against Lucian then. That's kind of what I expected, to be honest, and if Rengar isn't stupid, he'd know Lucian's going to be an extremely easy kill. I can just wither him and he's done. His E, Lucian's that is, used to cleanse the wither away. It doesn't anymore. And then I guess there's the possibility that it could be Lucian jungle. I just realized I didn't show off my runes or masteries. Nice thing is, if you haven't heard the news, those systems are going away in the preseason, so it's going to be a lot easier to set up your games. A little bit of trivia for the channel. The single most question I'm asked out of any of my videos, literally including the various RPGs, puzzle games, and so on, is what runes and masteries am I running in these different games? And unfortunately, I don't always have perfect stuff because I don't have infinite IP, essentially. And it looks like in the future I don't even have to worry about that since the system's going away. Anyway. Waiting for this to fall in so I can see who's going where, since they have a bit of a strange team. Then again, I guess it could be Karma top. Could be Karma jungle. In case you're wondering, I don't really recommend that. You need a very, very particular build to do that, and as of the Rune and Mastery update, odds are you may not be able to do that anymore. It's Lucian jungle. So I'm running Stormators here just so I can try to keep up with people. For Renekton, the main thing, it's essentially the same thing as a Riven, in case you're wondering. He's going to use some of his moves to get in there, he's going to stun you, and then he's going to take off. That's really all there is to it. I am running the Lifesteal Mastery, that's on the left tree. In case you're wondering, I'm 12, 18, 0. So let's see, what all am I running? I have the ability power increase. I have, I think, Feast, the healing one, then the Lifesteal one, and then Battle Trance. For the middle tree, it's Savagery. I don't remember what I have for the second one, if it's assassin or the potion thing. We'll find out in a second which one I have. Then it's 4 points on executioner, 1 in meditation. I have bandit. Then I have the 5% CDR and storm raiders. Now in terms of runes, I'm using 880 reds, 1 crit red, scaling armor yellow, scaling armor blues, and movement speed quints. So generally, if Karma's going to have this, she probably should take Ignite instead. Since she has Exhaust, she probably should have taken Wind Speakers like Nami has. I'm also a little concerned about this. I should also point out I do have this match fairly recently on the channel. Overall, it does favor Vel'Koz because he can just push in that wave and then go somewhere else, while Xerath has to burn his mana to clear. Wow. So, yeah, I did that. But anyway, I can try to abuse the Doran Shield before the nerf. I should point out that this is on the previous patch. When you see, I'm playing this on Wednesday, and patch day was moved to Thursday on account of Memorial Day.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
See, I think for Lucian Jungle, he may have to max E first.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Like, maybe he was autofilled or something, I don't know. I'm also not going to worry about that. Just grab my Q and go. I should mention Rengar is not as strong as he used to be. He's still better than the Lucian, it's just...
Minions have spawned.
He's a shadow of what he used to be. So I don't think Nasus has received any changes since I last played him. If anything, the items around him have changed.
No dawn comes without darkness.
That's a pretty accurate description, I'm afraid.
The sky is not but dying stars.
Ah, he queued me. Okay, now the minions are on him. It's going to cause the lane to push my way. The other thing working in my favor is that he did his Q in the minion wave. So I'm okay with him pushing like this.
Errant words may fell empires. Burdens best ended. Eons pass like days. Shireen, your time. The past.
So you can see there I win the trade because of the tower shots. I didn't even have to hit him back. Damn. I do need to set these up a bit. Damn. So despite everything, he actually doesn't really have a lead here. So right here I just have to leave it there. Let's prune this a bit, actually. For a second there I thought I was getting creep blocked.
First blood. Double kill.
Yeah, something is going on with my frame rate. Crap. I don't know if I actually could have gotten that. I'm not exactly sure on how the tower interacts with the minions specifically. So right there he just used his stun. And I do have enough to go back and get a Sheen. Kinda hoping I'll have my Q in time for the cannon. It looks like I will. And at this point, the whole trade-off between flat and scaling runes has been abolished. I'm the same strength if I would have had flat or scaling. And next time, well, next level, I'll be even stronger. So I'm gonna let that minion die. Yeah, I can get boots or something on this back. Actually, I think I'm best off getting a cloth. Got him.
Slain an enemy. Enemy double kill.
So I missed what happened in the other lanes, but I now have control here, so I'm not too worried.
Into the beyond. Of my conquest. No dark comes. Darkness.
Kinda tempted to get a Fairy Charm or something for a little bit more mana regen.
An ally has been slain.
Their death
Oh, got it in the perfect spot.
Some things must remain buried.
So I could look into going back now, but there's really no point. I have some mana, I just have to play this a little safe and smart. Thing is, he keeps pushing and he keeps aggroing the minions.
I walk through the ages. Shurima is not
An enemy has been slain.
So right here I can close the CS gap.
That's Shurima.
So Cloud Dragon's gonna help me if I need to go back a little early.
An ally has been slain.
Anthropomancy. Divination by entrails. I wait.
So now I have the CS lead.
Rampage. Shut down.
Shurima is not this time.
So his flash is back up. My teleport is. I can wait for the next wave.
Team has destroyed a turret.
First Blood Tower went to the enemy team in bot. That was Xerath.
We approach a time of reckoning.
So right now my minions are focusing fire, which means it's going to push his way.
No dawn comes without dark.
So I'm not sure why he wanted to slap fight when I'm vastly stronger than him.
An enemy has been slain.
3,000 gold in my pocket. Holy crap. So we're just gonna straight up buy that. And you know what? I'm actually gonna not buy the crystal. I want boots.
Between light
So the lane is pretty much over. I've won.
and
There isn't really much he can do to get back into the lane unless he gets intervention. And even then, it's still not really going to matter that much.
An enemy has been slain.
No, he teleported bot, I guess. Well, his tower's toast then. Well, if not, he can teleport top. It's just I will kill him.
An ally has been slain.
Maybe that'll keep them in it so they don't throw in the towel just yet. So I'm not entirely sure how he stunned me while using his E, but he did. Yeah, they killed Renekton bot. You're dead now. As soon as he used his E to go behind me, that meant he could only use to go back in front of me, and I can keep up with him with Storm Raiders. So right here I'm waiting to kill the tower. It's only worth 3 stacks.
Has been slain.
Now, I like to max W second. I know there are some people who like the Spirit Fire. The armor shred on it is nice, don't get me wrong. It's a preference thing, I'd say. So I imagine they probably will surrender at 20 because I'm a fed Nasus. Not necessarily in the sense of kills. And I do need to drop my pink ward. Yeah, they're there. You know, this is the first ward I've dropped. Since I've always been with a tower at my back, there was no need for me to drop them sooner. As for my boots of choice, I'm going Mercs. Could go Swifties, doesn't really matter. Actually, you know what? I want to stir up some trouble. So Corrupting's going to give me a dot. It's not going to be anything major, but I can constantly refresh it, which is the fun part. Also worth pointing out, in case you're wondering, that Earth Dragon, I'm going to the team fight. That's going to speed up my split push immensely.
Enemy has been slain.
So I'm going to wait to try to kill this with my Q for the stacks. And this is the fun part where having Nasus on your team comes back to bite the enemy.
Ally has been slain.
Between life lies
So I'm a little behind in stacks. I could have hit 400 here if I didn't bother team fighting. They may have killed me with that knockback.
An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain.
So after this, I do need to go in the MR department. 6 health left. Boom! So as you can see, I'm one nasty customer. It also helps yeah, I am the highest level guy on the field.
An enemy has been slain.
So right here, I just need them to hold pressure.
An ally has been slain.
So you can see I have the true damage from the Earth Dragon. This thing is toast.
An ally has been slain.
Karma is a bit of a problem for me.
Must remain buried.
Your team has destroyed a turret. Dominating.
Oops. That's why I didn't really want to stay. I'd rather go for... What's this one do? Nah, I'm gonna stick to this one.
The past.
It's not a big deal, we still have this one pretty firmly in our pockets. All their inhibitor towers are down. I can shred the inhibitor itself if need be, so I'm not too worried. Next push is going to be the game ender, though, because they won't be able to stop all of us. Die, Lucian! Ah, I couldn't Q him.
An enemy has been slain.
Should have gone Swifties, that's all I can say. Like I said, next push is the finale.
Destroyed an inhibitor.
Good God, Zerath. So I want the last hit here. And I'm not dancing, so they don't know who the boss is, I'm afraid. Heartbreaking Nasus game. They're gonna have to wonder their whole lives wondering who truly was the boss. Maybe it was Zerath. Maybe Rengar. And you can actually see how damaged Zerath somehow. But yeah, Renekton screwed up that early game massively by just trying to push. I just was able to safely farm under tower, win for late game, and, well, kinda late game. I mean, granted, this is 26 minutes. It's just you can see that I'm the gold leader. I don't have the most kills, that goes to Rengar, but, like, I went 1v2 with them on full health. There was just no way for them to actually stop me. Karma was the most dangerous one to me because of all the CC. She's a very good pick in a Nasus team because she has the Mantra Shield to give, like, just a surge of movement speed as well as just damage mitigation. The W tether locks you in place, and the Q is just good for kiting you. I was definitely concerned when she was here, but if you notice, she didn't really go support. I can understand this because she was trying to inflict grievous wounds on me, since if I'm able to just sit there and wail on them, I heal faster than they can hurt me, almost. Once I got the Visage, it would have been that case. But yeah, brief and very decisive Nasus game. Been a while since he's been on the channel, so it's kind of nice to go back, and overall, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Usually these things go a lot longer, but hey, nice change of pace, I hope. Anyway, I'm the Hero of Light, thanks for watching, and goodbye.